Welcome back to Patio Cooking. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way to clean and maintain your pellet grill. Let's get started. Alright, so if you're looking to get a pellet grill, you're just not sure how to properly maintain this thing, I'm going to show you how I do it, and it is super simple. All you're going to need is just an old towel or some paper towel, a standard grill brush, all-purpose cleaner, any kind work, even degreaser, whatever you got. You're just gonna need a simple paint scraper, a shop vac, or something to sweep or clean out ashes with. We're getting right into this, and what I do is just open this lid, of course, and I only have 2 racks out of 3 in here, and I'm just gonna give it a good scrape. You usually wanna do this when it's hot before you cook, but since I'm gonna go ahead and clean this anyway, why not get any gunk I can off of the grill so that I can go ahead and get a head start. So I'm just gonna give it a basic scrub, just like this, and then we're gonna start pulling these racks out. That's our next step. Once you get your racks out, you're just gonna lay these things to the side of the grill, and you're gonna start pulling your heat deflector plates out. And then as you can see in the bottom of this, you got your fire pot and everything in the bottom of this. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get our shop vac, and we're gonna vacuum all of this stuff up. I just got a simple portable shop vac, but anything works. A dustpan and a broom will work. A corded shop vac will work. Just whatever you got to get these ashes out. If you don't, your pellet grill will start jamming up and you'll start seeing smoke come out your hopper when you don't take care of this stuff. So anyway, it only takes a minute to do. Make sure you get down in this fire pot right here, because ashes will build up there and you won't get a hot flame. And that's why you get a lot of errors on these grills. People will just ignore that part. So back to it. So when you get your bottom fairly cleaned out, don't forget where your rails sit. This also has a lot of gunk and stuff built up, and we're just going to run it over this. So we got our main ash cleaned out of here, and you can see we still have problem areas in this grill. You'll see some grease chunks right here. We're just going to scrape them off. And you just kind of want to hit this grill just like that. I'm also going to get in my racks right here. This is where my baffle plate sits. I want to pay special attention right here, because this is a great place where if it gets too hot, this thing could catch on fire. So I definitely want to get all the grease out of here. And I want to do the same to the other side. So now that I got this thing scraped clean, I'm gonna give it one more vacuum, and then we're gonna be ready for the next step. See, we got this grill nice and cleaned up. So the last thing we gotta do is we gotta prime the fire pot. This will just save a whole lot of time when you're going to start this grill. The auger don't have to push every pellet in here, because we've cleaned all of them out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to our hopper box, grab a handful of pellets, and it don't have to be many, and we're just gonna stick them in the fire pot. Just about that many. Like I said, just a handful, just enough to get it started. If you have this particular model of grill, you do have an ash clean out right in here. You can pull that out and get all the ashes in. We've already done that. So our next step in the process of this is we do have a thermometer right here. You don't want to forget to clean this. This is what gets the grill's temperature and keeps everything accurate, so you know what to do when you're cooking. It's like the beauty of a pellet grill. We just got some all-purpose cleaner right here. I got Lysol. You can use a degreaser, whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to spray it down. And I give it a pretty heavy dose right there, and then I just let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. After that 2 to 3 minutes is up, I just give it a wipe down. You want to make sure you get all that gunk or the best you can off, so you get the most accurate temperature readings. So now that we got that done, we're going to go back to our scraper right here, and we're going to get over to our heat deflector plates. All right, so when I clean these heat deflector plates, I always make sure I'm in the grass, because you're going to have a lot to scrape off. And the main things that I'm looking for are big buildups of grease or anything in these channels right here. This is what allows your grease to flow into your trap. If these are gunked up, this is the main cause of a grease fire, in my opinion. I just truly believe that if you don't keep these things, somewhat clean, the grease is going to end up going into your grill and catching on fire. So I'm just going to give it a basic scrape, just like that, and just knock off anything that I can. I want to pay special attention to these channels, and I kind of just get the end of my scraper and I just kind of run it up just like that and break all that stuff free. I get everything on the side. You'll see the buildup on the side right here. I want to make sure I take care of that. And you don't have to get too particular with it, and that's good enough for me. My little searing shield, I do the same exact thing. You also have channels here. Definitely want to hit those. Y'all saw how easy this was? A lot of people like to wrap this stuff in aluminum foil. I really did not see the point in that. I mean, this only takes a couple minutes. It's going to be full of grease. And when you got to worry about getting all the aluminum foil in these holes and where this lines up and that lines up, literally 2 minutes, you're done with it. We're going to go ahead and get this grill reassembled, and then we're going to talk some more about it. We got our grill put back together. There's a couple things I want to touch on. And that's how often do I clean this grill? Every time that I empty the hopper or I do a long greasy cook. One thing that does, cleaning it every so often like this, it's gonna prolong the life of that grill, and it's gonna prevent those grease fires that everybody dreads with a pellet grill that you hear about. Another thing that's gonna do is help the performance of your grill. You're not gonna have ash all on the bottom around your fire pot, dimming down your fire and messing with your temperatures because your probe is dirty. Just doing that simple, this takes 3 to 5 minutes and you're done. Do that every so often and you will have no problems with the Pit Boss Laredo 1000. I can personally speak for that. If you got something out of this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Till next time, thanks for watching.